Welcome back, everyone, to the Binding of Isaac BD1P modded series. Today is going to be our very first Tainted Job run of the entire streak. I'm super excited. I actually really love this character so much. They utilize a very underutilized mechanic in the game, which is the idea of dropping items rather than just picking them up. It's very cool. I'll explain that in a second here, obviously. But first off, your question for today, put your answer in the comments down below, is going to be, what is your favorite genre of video to watch on the YouTube platform? Is it rise and fall videos, drama videos, gaming videos, beauty videos, whatever? What is your favorite genre to watch? Why do we have a beast mark? I don't know. Seed, by the way, is going to be 4W2EBSHX. So here's the thing, is you get twice the items as this character. However, you can only keep, well, you'll lose like a third of your items entering a new floor, but you can use your pocket item to permanently save an item in your inventory. For example, if I wanted to save purity for good, I can do that, give myself a broken heart, but I get to keep purity forever. And I can grab this just for free right now, because I'm pretty sure the swarm flies will stay. Even if I lose the item at first, I'm okay with that. But yeah, I have not actually played as this character since me and Alexa's video on it a couple months ago, because I had not had them unlocked for a long time and was too lazy to actually do a run with Job to Beast, and I was like, I don't really want to do that right now. We could buy that and give that to him, but I also don't really care enough to do that, so no thank you. But yeah, honestly though, a very, very, very fun character to play as, and I'm excited to see where this run goes. For my question of the day answer, I don't know. I watch a lot of very sporadic content. Like, I follow a couple of gaming channels. I follow Small Ant. I watch like pretty much all of his videos, but I mostly just try to watch like commentary style things like Critical or Sunny V2, things that kind of categorize and like are much more analysis driven type things. I like those videos a whole lot more, as opposed to just like, hey, I'm playing a video game again. Welcome to my channel. It's video game time. It does much more diverse content when it comes to, I think, not just commentary, but also just like analysis driven things. Like what I find interesting too is just the idea of analyzing somebody's career on the platform. What I find to be really intriguing is, can we go? We cannot get in here yet. I really do want to though. Like, think for example of a creator like Minilad, who is very publicly shunned because he's a terrible dude, and kind of looking at how actually well his channel was doing in the midst of controversy, and even before the controversy as well, and kind of just like looking at like, man, how one decision can change the trajectory of your entire, I guess, presence online and in the entire world. Bone hurting juice. And we take both because we can take both. We get permanent HP from that. That's an okay trinket as well. Do I want? I mean, that's permanent luck right there, which permanent anything is good for this character. So I think you actually do want to go for everything in here. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea, I think. So what you want to do is, you can only really make, okay, you can only get to one of these things. I'm gonna go for the chest. Could give us an extra bomb. Oh, or a crawl space, that also works. And there's a bomb and a soul heart. I'm gonna put the bomb here. You know what? I'll pay it forward, game. Thank you so much. And what's hiding down here is my new question. Okay, money, we can actually maybe end up, yeah. Oh, we're one coin short of buying compost and then giving it to the chest for an extra item. Ooh, what do? We really can't force an extra penny. We might have missed a couple fires back here, potentially, but I'm not going to count on it. Yeah, no penny there. We'll walk through one more time, but I'm not super concerned about getting a potentially instant loss item there. Although, I guess it wouldn't be bad, because I think active items stay forever. Just to have an active item, like maybe that's good to have. Compost even isn't that bad of an item. It actually has a pretty high power scaling, but it's not. Oh, okay. I'm going to buy it, and you know what? I'm going to give it to you. I have faith in you to give me a good item. Oh, it gives you two. That's right, because we have double items. Okay. Yeah, that was actually a good play. We turned one item, one useless item almost, into two brand spanking new things. That was a good play. I'm proud of that one. But I've been watching a lot of SunnyV2's, like, the history of this creator or that creator, because I do find analyzing somebody's online career as a creator myself really interesting. Because I haven't shied away from drama ever. I don't really think that online discourse is... Oh, what the Oh, yeah, that takes it away. That's right. I was, like, so scared for a minute. That honestly terrified me. As a creator myself, I haven't ever tried to, like, I guess, stray away from drama. I don't think online discourse is that big of a deal. I think that the people who put, I guess, emphasis on online discourse are the same ones who... How do I phrase this? I just don't think that in the court of the online opinion, anybody's fate is sealed. I think you can come back from the worst of things. I don't really want to keep any of these permanently. And I think that mostly online drama and creator troubles primarily exist just to give that person or give those persons a namesake boost. For example, what's a good parallel I can draw here? Like let's say, for example, like, look at Keemstar. He got his entire career based off of just talking about other creators. And look at a creator like Leafy, who primarily only grew because of being talked about and talking about other people. Because you associate your name with everybody else's name on the platform as well at the same time, you're going to always have that recognition to be like, hey, even if the people don't like you, they recognize who you are, and that is a very, very valuable asset when it comes to, I guess, gaining notoriety. Oh, there's a pit right there. Help me, please, God, to gaining notoriety online, which I think is a very interesting way to grow. And because it's invisible, because my mod is half broken. That's fine. We didn't get hit. We're cool. It's a very interesting way to grow online, and I think that done in moderation can actually prove to be a very beneficial tool to becoming a big creator. And as I said before, I have done somewhat drama-related content in the past. I think the Sinvicta video is kind of emphasis of that, where it was primarily because I just didn't like the guy. I think he's kind of a coward, and I think that he should be, I wouldn't say brought to light, but I think that people should not be in the dark about his more questionable actions. But also, doing that video also served as a way to get my name out into the community more. It wasn't my primary goal, but it was a secondary, I guess, reward of that. And you can say it's scummy or whatever. I mean, that's fine, but I'm growing a channel, and you know what? It actually has kind of been a cornerstone of my career online, and I think that as tumultuous as that was, I wouldn't have it any other way, because part of making a channel are those growing pains of finding yourself in some kind of controversy, starting your own controversy, etc. I don't think it's very, I guess, out of question to assume that everybody doing any kind of controversial topic is not aiming to gain recognition off of it. Now, if you look at something more recent, the CNetto stuff where he was grooming a child, that was obviously not for growth, because number one, he has almost half the sub count as I do, and he had been pretty much off the platform for a while. I could have made that video quite a bit sooner, but in the interest of not being, you know, called a drama whore or a drama hogger, I knew it was best to wait on that topic, and also I was keeping a decently close eye on what he was doing online, so I knew he wasn't really claiming anybody else or hurting anybody else at that moment. But I just find it very interesting to look at things like SunnyV2's videos and look at these creators who have been either publicly shunned or had their careers kind of slowly die, but still notice that they're doing well enough. Like in Minilad's case, he's still pulling like over 3 million views a month despite being like an awful dude. It kind of goes to show that, okay, we're not gonna, I think, Custodia any of these. I do want to have, I'm gonna walk in here. Okay, Maw of the Void is definitely one of those that you want to keep, because it is just straight up power. Now, I don't know if you can Custodia devil items or not. I think I did. I think I did just there, and because that's going to be great DPS to have, and also because we have this Bone Heart, I'm going to go sacrifice. But I think, and this is like the topic that everybody likes to talk about, that really nobody has any, I think, good opinion on, is the idea of cancel culture, and how I really don't think that canceling somebody exists, because let me explain myself real quick off the bat, because that might cause some issues with the comments today. Here's what I want to say about that is you totally can cancel somebody. You can essentially take their reputation and put it side by side with a questionable action they have done and give a reason as to why they shouldn't be allowed to have the platform that they do. Think, for example, somebody like Kevin Spacey, who was accused and I believe committed of multiple accounts of sexualizing children and all that weird shit that happened a couple years ago with that. He was essentially canceled, and now whenever you see him in a movie, you're kind of cringe. You're like, oh, that's the weird guy, isn't it? Now, he was definitely canceled, but when people refer to cancel culture, I think they refer, or what they think they're referring to, is the idea that a lot of false accusations exist, and that ruins somebody's career. Now, I kind of have an issue with that. And again, you can agree or disagree with me. That's fine. I'm not really stating anything as direct fact. Again, like, if you're arguing with me, a 19-year-old gaming channel, I think one of us is definitely more on the of the stupid side of that. I'll say that much. But with the idea of cancel culture, people assume that false allegations ruin lives, and false allegations definitely can ruin lives. I'm not going to disagree with that. However, if the allegations are false, it is normally disproven, those allegations, within a day or two, because they have receipts to back that up. Now, when you say, like, oh, you know, Kevin Spacey was canceled and cancel culture, you know, ruins all these lives of people who are against the public grain. Yeah, you know what, I can't, it's hard to explain, man. I'm trying to say, like, when somebody is getting canceled or cancel culture is in effect, they deserve it. When somebody's being canceled, it's because they did a shitty thing and deserve a shitty outcome. Now, when I really can't think of a case where somebody's false allegations, even true allegations, have ruined somebody's life. Someone like Kevin Spacey, who is a public figure, is still a millionaire who made money off of movies and can now rest in his life easily. Somebody like Minilad, who was a terrible, terrible, terrible dude, is still pulling in crazy YouTube numbers. Although they have been canceled, their lives have really not drastically changed because of that. And I really find it interesting to see the public examples of, I don't want to say the result of canceling, but more so the, I guess the existence of cancel culture and how it fails to accomplish its one simple goal. And what I'm doing here, by the way, is because we have Filigree Feather. That sucks. I'm going for an Angel Deal sacrifice here. And I don't want to leave the room right now because you spawn and I can pretty much instantly murder you. Nice. And I get 2 angel items there. Lovely. I can pop this. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Do it again. Pick all of these up. And just come... Oh, you do that thing right. Hold on. We're going to focus and do that. And now we have a lot of items that are going to be taking place when we lose items. Now, again, I'm not trying to argue that you should just spread false shit. What I'm saying is that when something false is spread, what usually happens is it's disproven, and if it's true, they deserve to not have a platform anymore. In somebody's case like CNettos, where I made the video and I was showing the evidence of him being a groomer, there were still people who were kind of like, oh, this is cancel culture at its finest, like Twitter moment. Like, okay, he groomed a fucking child. Like, what? I know I'm kind of ranting here, but it's a very interesting idea to me, or I guess topic. Whereas in somebody like Sin's case, where it was more so just a personal disagreement, people took the video as complete fact that he should be shunned. And I never said... I actually said in the video, like, continue to watch him. I don't give a shit. I'm just saying, I'm pointing out what he's done as weird and how he's tried to cover it up. And people kind of misconstrue both the guilty and innocent people. Do it, take it. We lost the box, varicose veins, crackjacks, Lil Hushy, and we kept all the good stuff, actually. Revelations included, and Maw of the Void. I really want to end up losing Dr. Fetus if we can. I really wish I could have Dave's Custodia Revelations, but honestly, I think Maw of the Void is a little bit better for us in terms of coverage, to be quite frank with you. But people kind of try to mix the barrel between both guilty and innocent people, whereas guilty ones do get canceled, innocent people walk away usually pretty easy. Now, there are cases of people like somebody, let's say Tobuscus, who was vehemently just shat upon for his terrible, terrible actions, but it somewhat came out that he was not as bad as it was made out to be, which I wouldn't say it exonerates him, because there was still like undeniable proof of him doing terrible things, but definitely was taken overboard, I think, with that. But that's less so cancel culture, and I think more just people lying. Like this idea that you can make a post and just snap your fingers and destroy somebody's life like that, it doesn't exist. Like, it just doesn't. I guarantee you, anybody who's been canceled ever can continue doing what they want to do, and they'll be fine. If you can find me a case of somebody who was canceled and then they can't do what they want to do anymore, I would disagree. I would, you know, I'd take like all of my points here. But even somebody like Scott Cawthorn, the creator of FNAF, who, because of his political beliefs, was pretty much shunned by his community, he's still making bank off his game, man. And if he made another game, it would sell amazingly. Either way. Hell, Security Breach, which was his name on the project because he created the FNAF characters, sold really well, and he made money off of that. Like, sure, he was publicly mocked for a while, but guess what? He's still living the fucking dream, like, either way. And I think that's what kind of has made me not want to shy away from talking about controversial things, because at the same time, like, the least worrisome thing in my life is what somebody on the internet is going to say about me, like, on a Reddit post or whatever, because to be quite frank with you, like, I just have better things to do with my time, and as long as I'm able to do what I do and live off of it, and people still want to watch it, my public perception of my own character and my own channel is really of not much importance to me. Like, I have no problem talking about whatever the hell is interesting me that day and just be fine, I guess. Like, if I really cared about my own reputation, in whether it be the Isaac scene or just like YouTube in general, I wouldn't have made a video, an hour-long one, talking about the biggest name in the scene in a negative fashion. That would be career suicide. Now, I ended up doing that because I was like, no matter what my opinion is here, the people who are smart on this platform are going to know that they can disagree with me, but yeah, oh my fucking god, we're going to definitely be Deus Custodia-ing, what's it called? Chocolate milk. People who still want to watch me will always watch me. I mean, my own opinion should not force somebody away from my channel. If it's something major, like an issue of somebody's rights, or like, oh god, hold on, watch out, or something of more, I guess, like a more life, how do you, I guess rights is just the only way to say it. If it's an issue of somebody's rights, I'd rather not have that person here, because, like, I believe in you should advocate for people who are less off than you and any chance that you can. So if it's an issue of that, they can, like, leave. But if somebody stopped watching my channel because I said I don't like Sinvicta and here's why, then they're free to go. Like, again, I'm still building a very wonderful audience here, and if you don't want to watch, that's fine. I just find the idea of cancel culture as a whole on this platform, including like in situations of myself or Sin or anybody else, really, really interesting. Can I, like, okay, go over here. Custodia that. Good. We do want to be going for super secret rooms for our Broken Heart clears. There really isn't any other way to get rid of them as far as I'm aware in this run. Do I want to go to the cursed room? We have enough HP to make it back up, so sure, we'll go into the cursed room. But I think one of my favorite examples of the online, I guess, public opinion oh my god, another, dude, we've had like this every single run. We get Veil of Darkness. And what the, I don't even know what Gideon's Gaze does. I got 2 Maw of the Voids, gee, Billy, and a golden card. Ay, dude. That was a reverse moon. That's amazing. You can have all my HP if you want. I'll take all this money from getting hit here. I don't know what's even causing that. Probably some weird card effect. And I'll be coming back for you. Okay. All right. That's the last thing that I wanted to have happen here. Oh, no. I don't want to stomp on that guy. I got to wait it out here. Rules card. This is the golden pill version of a cards, by the way. Oh, last one. Joker. Fitting. Okay, now we can walk back and get our hearts and then go back into that room. I don't think we have the reverse priestess. I think it was just the regular priestess activated there. So we're fine to come back in here and play you again and gain just an immense amount of money. You did not spawn me a pedestal yet, although that is kind of interesting to me. We're going to keep playing you. We're going to have a long run here, trust me. But going back to our topic, I think one of my favorite examples of the effect of the online opinion is somebody like Tobuscus, where they were a very nostalgic, very loved creator by many of people, including myself. When I was a kid, I used to watch his Minecraft Aether playthrough like every single day, and Happy Wheels as well, and kind of growing up, forgetting that he even existed, and then one day seeing that he had done terrible things, which is, I think, kind of the reason that people hate the idea of cancel culture so much, because it will target somebody they used to like or a community used to be a part of back in the day. And it's really hard to come to terms with the fact that somebody you idolize at one point in your life ended up being an awful person. Okay, Isaac's Heart and Dark Bum. We're gonna roll these. Abaddon, we actually do want a Custodia. We can keep that and keep Leviathan. And because we can't Custodia this, I'm just going to take Champion's Belt. We're going to bomb you. Okay. And we're going to move on. This is a very good Tainted Job floor. Our last 4 items were Red Room items. That's pretty damn good for us. I'm a huge fan of all of this. All right. Moving on down. And even going as further than Tobuscus, like, let's say somebody like Michael Jackson, David Bowie, who David Bowie's done some really egregious things, and that shouldn't be forgiven. But because he's so beloved, everybody overlooks that. Okay, that's gone. Charity's gone. Hivemind's gone. Revelations is gone. That's gone. That's fine. Now we can actually shoot our tears and do, believe double Maw of the Void damage now. I don't really care for Custodia-ing either of these. I'll just take them for fun. We're kind of crushing this right now, I gotta say. We are really making this run work for us. I love double Maw of the Void. Is just so strong. Look at how much damage that does. Holy shit, man. Back up. We just crushed that room. We just crushed that room. Oh my god, I'm so happy with this run. Pair throw? That's still good for Demon Judgments. That's still pretty good. Everything drops 2 items now. We're going to be in a good place, for sure. But all these musicians who have done questionable things and had pretty much admitted to it aren't canceled because, again, like, if it really existed, cancel culture, you would see a lot more of these bad people fall. And I'll say it, like, I am a fan of David Bowie. I love his music, but... And there comes a time of discussion between... so I hit my mic there, sorry. The discussion of... What's it called? Separating the art from the artist, which I find to be one of the hardest decisions to make. Because on a normal day, I think that it is kind of childish. Midas Touch or Iron Bar, one of those two. It's kind of childish to say, do perfect 10 damage there. To separate art from art, like an artist. I think that it is a pretty lazy excuse for wanting to consume media made by bad people. However, I find myself again and again disobeying my own rules there. Because I still listen to David Bowie almost daily. Although but the thing is, like, he's also dead, so, like, it's not giving him any money anyways. I think that topic more applies to when an artist is alive. And I can take, for example, an artist like Brockhampton, like, or that whole group has been accused of multiple things and rarely address any of them. And despite them being publicly shunned, they still have 6 million monthly listeners, so they're doing pretty good. Cancel culture, again, is not really a real thing. But I used to be a huge fan of them. Like, I was a big enough fan where I have all of their bootleg vinyl. I have literally everything they've ever made on vinyl, CD, and on my phone. All their unreleased stuff, their old, like, deleted stuff. I have all of that. Because I was a huge fan. Huge fan. When the news broke that they had done some very awful things, not only ex, but current members as well. I'm not going to do it. I don't know what those are. I can't tell. I had to make the choice to be like, all right, well, because they're living artists and they aren't really signed to any major exclusive record deal, but they are signed to RCA, but they're still getting a lot of their profits. I have to make a decision here. I had to be like, okay, either I have to acknowledge they're bad people and terrible people and still help their career grow, or I just cut it off forever and move on to a different artist that's not as problematic. And I chose to stop following their career. I haven't like actually listened to Brockhampton in a while because from breaking off of that, I ended up finding a lot more bands that I enjoy more, such as like Car Seat Headrest and other bands like that. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay. I should not have taken. That's Mended Knife. We could go to Mother. Dude, what are these drops? All right. Luckily for me, I recognize a lot of these items. I should have probably custodied that. I don't know if any of them I really want to keep permanently, but I can touch them. And then we can, I guess, just take the alges and move on. And I chose in my time to stop following their career, and I found other things that I enjoy a lot more since then. But looking back, was that the right choice? I don't know. Because, I mean, it's hard, right? If you really enjoy an art medium, it's really hard to try and deviate from that when the creator of said art is a bad person. You could go as low as somebody like Frank Lloyd Wright, who is a pretty much just an asshole, but makes some great buildings. Or you can go as far as J.K. Rowling, who is an extreme transphobe, but wrote one of the most influential young adult novels of our entire generation, maybe even in the entire world. And then you gotta, I think that the true debacle comes from goodbye, 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 goodbye. Okay, cool. The true debacle, I think, comes from how much do you value that piece of art in your own life? And oh, sewing machine. We're not gonna keep these guys forever, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But we do have a good chocolate milk build we're gonna have forever. And the knife is gonna do a lot of consistent damage. If we're gonna be going to Mother though, if the knife stays that long, which I hope it does, I think what I will do is try to do more sacrifice, filigree, feather type stuff. Oh, speaking, I'll do it right now, dude. I don't give a shit. I'm too good for this. I'll go real deep. I'll go even deeper. There we go. All right, now I'm not gonna go any deeper there. I want to see if we actually get the deal ourselves right now, but that was a good room for us so far. And in here, I'll just pop this. But let's take, for example, Harry Potter, a very, you know, widely known and loved book series, and then compare it to the author who is... There's a whole... Oh, you're a champion. You motherfucker. You got me there good. You got me real good. Who is notably a not great person. And we got to kind of weigh to ourselves. Are we going to still consume the media, consume the books, if we really don't like the person behind it? And I guess the other thing is, do J.K. Rowling's bad beliefs carry through into the books? And how do those present themselves in there? Well, there's a lot of anti-Semitism in the books, between the goblins, obviously, being an... I think they're goblins? I don't know. I'm not a big Harry Potter nerd, but the goblins are supposed to be a Jewish caricature, and the house elf is supposed to be an allegory for slavery. And how do those, like, play out in the books? And I'll tell you. Ooh, Papa likes. They're very prevalent. Is that Honey Pot? Oh, it's HP Salsa. Good. And they're very prevalent in there. The anti-Semitism against Jewish people is very prevalent. It's one of the main themes of the new game coming out too. And the whole slavery thing is also kind of an issue because she really does hammer down on that. Oh, we should totally do this here pretty soon as well. I'm like, dude, we're getting so much good shit right now. I can't even comprehend how well this run is going. It's kind of been insane. Why don't we... I think you should sacrifice for the angel statues first, because Custodia is going to be much more useful, I think, on an angel deal than an item room. So we're going to do this. And do that. Miter, and what are you? I don't know what speedrun does. I really don't. And that's huge, because now we can just once again do this. And look how much damage we do, though. That's a mystery sec. And that's Battle Royale, which is not that good. So none of those are worth my Custodia. What I am going to do, though, is use this now. Because we're going to get an extra pedestal in here. Well, I guess we'll never know what that could have been. Robo Baby. And is that's Blue Baby's only friend versus Sister Maggie? Ghost Baby. Okay. Oh, we can take all of these. Oh, that's BBF. That sucks. Well, do we have... I can't even tell what's going on right now. This run is very confusing. I kind of enjoy it, though. But anyways, so yes, her really awkward beliefs do bleed into the media. What's going to happen here? That she perpetrates. 2.9, huge. And I think that that's an issue for me, personally. Because I believe that it's not like it's doing anything super harmful, IMO. Like, in my opinion, I should say. I didn't even see that up there. I kind of want my game kid back. Ooh, this is a very awkward room. Because I don't want to support art that perpetrates that belief of Jewish people being super greedy. and almost the idea of slavery being kind of like a choice. To like what Kanye would say, I guess, in that regard. It's a very weird thing. However, I do still think the movies are great art. I think that the Harry Potter movies are really good. Like, I watched them quite recently with my aunt, cousin, and my girlfriend, and we watched all of them in the span of like a month, and they were incredible. Like, the art can still be good. You can still have good art and be a bad person, but is it right to consume that art? And I think on an individual level, I guess my final thought in this topic is yes. I think it's fine to consume art made by bad people because much like when it comes to topics of climate change and other things like that, it is not necessarily the responsibility of the individual person or the regular everyday consumer to have to give up what they like because the person who is in power who made it is a bad person. I think what should happen with these kinds of cases is obviously on a case-by-case basis because
the world.
I can do that, sure. Oh, we have a cracked key somewhere that we can use for that red room. Which I never would have guessed is in that weird corner. That's a very odd place for it. On a case-by-case basis, obviously, is that... I don't know, because I think that... I think you should be able to consume what you want to consume in terms of art. Because despite the person behind it maybe not being a great individual, it still is giving you... That's not the pact. Oh, it definitely should. Okay, that was... bloody card, which I believe when you get hit has a chance to proc the card in your held slot, which could have been really good, but I'm an idiot. And that's Isaac's Heart, which I'll take, but I'm not going to Custodia. And we can do this.
Judgment.
And get 2 judges here. Why are we getting double card effects, by the way? What's causing that? We don't have Tarot Deck. Or do we? Oh my god, we have the Wisps, and it gave us Tarot Deck. I was like, why are we getting double the card effects right now? It's so strange. Okay, we have a reverse card for Reverse Hierophant. Just pop that, I guess. I don't know what that is. Strawberry Milk. Self-charging shots. Didn't really do anything for me. Keybum. Bum Friend. My Isaac knowledge is being tested here to a strong degree. But I think you should be able to consume whatever art you want. And because someone that you idolize made a bad choice, should not deter your enjoyment of that media. Because if that was the case, it would have to be applied evenly to everybody. Think, for example, Jim Carrey spreading a bunch of anti-vax bullshit when the vaccine was first, I guess, coming out. I still love Jim Carrey as an actor, despite him being kind of a dumbass. And I think what we should all kind of recognize is that although they are celebrities with platforms, they are also just humans still. They do have to hold themselves to a higher public standard, but they are also should be allowed to make mistakes and come back from those. Now, on the topic of J.K. Rowling, who has made many mistakes and doubled down on those, yeah, you definitely are in the right for feeling guilty watching Harry Potter or supporting Harry Potter media. But at the same time, you as a single person not buying her game isn't going to change anything. If you wanted a real change to happen with stuff like that, you would, how been good to have earlier, you would have to take it up on a more systemic level. So if you want to consume media made by bad people, don't feel bad, because guess what? If you want an actual change and them to actually like feel the result of them doing bad things, it would come down more to all these extra items here. It would come down. What did we get? We're getting so many weird item drops here. We're gonna lose so much next floor. You have to actually have some kind of systemic change at the top. It's more of a power to the people kind of thing, where even in America, which is a democracy, the people don't have much power. What are we losing here? Pepper, Ghost, Gideon, Meat, Lunch, Mended Knife, fuck, Betrayal, and that's it. We have actually kept a lot of our... We need to Custodia more stuff. We kept a lot of our good items. I will say, I'm happy with that. I really am. Are we getting stat ups from speedrun? Is that giving us like major stat ups? Hey, I know it's giving us more drops, it looks like, too. But I can't tell what it's actually doing. I'll be real with you. Oh, a Tinty rock down here. And I'll wrap it up with one final example. Because even though we're in a democracy in America and quite a lot of other countries as well, the people still don't have a lot of power. We don't get a lot of say or choosing power when it comes to actual important things. Even the elections are not decided by the popular vote. It's decided by a group of, I don't want to use the Twitter word elitist, but elite people who are chosen to be the heads of the Electoral College, which then decide based on the people's input, their vote. And they can always go against the person's want. So when it comes down to like our entire just government being systemically flawed like that, the public opinion is not going to do anything, because on the internet, canceling somebody, it's not justice. It's not like you're gonna make a big impact, because anybody who was at a certain point famous or had a platform is always going to be able to have any platform. I mean, God, if cancel culture existed, dude, like, you would not see Joe Rogan still on Spotify or Ben Shapiro still walking the streets. Like, it wouldn't happen, because no matter how much these people perpetuate bad ideas or false ideas or are just assholes, guess what? It's not going to affect them, because they made a brand off of being an asshole. Like, if you are being... Here's my advice. Ooh, actually, though, here's my advice. If you're being canceled for any reason whatsoever, and you don't want to be canceled, guess what? You can literally just, like, admit, yeah, I agree with this, so what? Because if people's whole idea of internet justice is played to the idea that everyone has to agree to the same moral standards, and they don't. They want to make you feel guilty by, I guess, what's the phrasing here? They want to make you feel guilty because you aren't in the moral correctness to a certain extent, right? Like that's the whole idea of cancel culture, is to make you feel bad for not agreeing with the social norm. Now you look at somebody, again, we'll use more examples here. Pao Fu, an American musician who is notably very pro-life, and that's his standpoint. I don't agree with that. I think pro-lifers are dumb as hell, but guess what? That's like cancelable. If you say you're pro-life, people are gonna get you. That's a cancelable offense in a lot of people's eyes. But because he doubled down on being pro-life and was like, hey, yeah, I'm pro-life, so what? Was that Ghost Pepper? Hashtag Ghost Pepper description, my favorite item in the entire game. Because he doubled down on that, nothing happened. Because how can a person cancel you if they're trying... It's all about exposing, right? They can't expose you if you just say, yeah, I did that, or yeah, I wish I could have gotten a battery for that, but that's huge. I should have definitely gotten a battery. I'm an idiot. It's still fun to have, though. I can still put it in the thumbnail. Don't worry. It's fine. Is that an item over here? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. I don't even know what half this shit does. I'm not even focusing on the game right now. We have a good run going on. If the whole idea is they can expose you, or they're trying to expose you, and you just double down on what you agree with, I mean, what are they gonna do? They can't expose you because you already agree with it. Like, nothing is coming out of the woodworks there. Then it's just up to the populace to make their own decision based on the matter. I'm not saying that, like, canceling is wrong or right, because it is needed in some cases. It is helpful in some cases, but I find the whole thing to be dumb because it plays off of the idea of everyone having the same moral grandstanding, which we all don't. Which is why when somebody says cancel culture is real and it ruins lives, I kind of have to laugh to myself because no, it really doesn't. That person's own actions ruined their life, and their response to being canceled, quote unquote, ruined their life. That's all it comes down to me, man. I mean, I also think that if you put that much emphasis on online discourse, you're kind of a loser anyways. Like, there are certain cases, like, for example, grooming or serious allegations of sexual misconduct and things like that. Even murder, I'll go out of my way. I'm actually very anti-murder, believe it or not. I know it's kind of a cancelable stance to take there, but I am anti-murder. Hashtag BD1P is over party. I think that it's good in that case, and especially online is a great way to spread that kind of message of somebody doing that stuff and why they probably should be, you know, approached with caution. But it's like if your first impression is to turn to the internet in a case like that without either trying to go for legal action first or talking to the person or their loved ones to make sure that they can get help or be held accountable, I mean, you're already making a grave mistake. Like, with the Cinetto stuff, I didn't take legal action for a couple of reasons. Number one, the victim... Oh, we can take a lot of stuff here. Polaroid. Supper. Negative. We'll go double negative because we can actually get more damage off of that. You're up here. Hello, beautiful. Dark Prince's Crown. That's Curse of Saturn. I feel like an idiot. I was like, what is that item right there? I think I know what that is. I'm so dumb. Like, I didn't go to law enforcement for a couple of reasons because, number one, I wasn't the victim in that case, and it wasn't the victim's wish, so I don't really want to disrespect that. But number two, you can't make a case off of what he did. I mean, it's all done online. There was no physical action. So and plus, with the age of consent differing between their two countries, that's not a floor decal. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. It wasn't going to happen. So I don't feel really that bad about that or guilty at all. Now, if the victim wanted to take action, I totally would go back and be like, hey, I'm going to report this to the fucking Polish police, the Polizei, if you will, because that was a terrible thing he did. But also because he was like 19, and at 19, like, you should know right from wrong, but that something he did should not be the end of his, like, whole entire fucking existence, right? Like, you are able to make mistakes and bounce back from that. I'm not going to argue that at all, and I think that he totally could bounce back and be a better person. If you immediately take the really hard route with somebody that young, aka my age, and shut him into oblivion forever, you're kind of creating an environment that doesn't allow for second chances, and at that point, like, dude, that was a whole other discussion here, because now I want to talk about, like, the point of even being canceled. So a lot of the times, what'll happen is people will say their motive for trying to expose somebody is to hope that they change and they can find help and get better. And if you take somebody and publicly give out their ailments like that, or like online or anything in that regard, what you're doing is, and give it to the police and all that, not allowing them to have a second chance there. What is that? Number 2? I'll take it, whatever. You're not giving them that second chance. Like, they have to be able to feel the repercussions of their actions, but also know that they can change and be better, and eventually, I guess, have their own little redemption arc there. Like, for example, in Cinetto's case, he should not have a platform. That much is a given. He uses platform for awful things, and it hurt a lot of people, and it scarred a lot of people for the rest of their life. I mean, that does not go away. So, no, he should not be allowed to have a platform for a while. If you would have gone to the police with that, to a 19-year-old, like, sexually grooming a 14-year-old, then it's going to be on his permanent record forever, and any chance of him trying to bounce back from that is not going to be possible. And if your goal in canceling is to permanently, like, what is that? Spawns a sewing machine? I don't want to give up parts for that. Is to just permanently, like, deplatform somebody? Sure, on a case-by-case, that might be what's needed, but you're also not allowing for growth, and therefore you're not allowing for anybody in that situation to heal. I know it's kind of a very, like, how do you say it? Complicated thing to try and understand, even in my wording. I know I'm not wording it the best, but I think to dumb it down, I guess in super layman's terms, growth needs to be allowed and second chances need to be allowed. Now, in a case where somebody is doing a repeated offense, there is an argument to be made they should not have a second chance, but when you're as young as Cianetto was, him being 19, and you don't really understand the way the world properly works, I guess, and how that stuff can truly affect somebody, you should still be punished for your awful actions, but you should also be allowed time to grow and truly become a better person, and eventually, hopefully, as we can all hope, right your wrongs. So yeah, that's why I think cancel culture is dumb, because even when it does work the intended way, people are, like, someone like Minilad can still make money doing content. Like, it's not like it's gonna permanently just fucking disfigure him. We're getting so many weird item situations here, man. I haven't found anything good to Custodia in a while. That's intramural, which, you know what? I'll do it. I'll go for double rooms. I don't see an issue why not. Honestly, I don't. I think you guys know what I'm saying. TLDR for the entire video here. Cancel culture is not real. Gish, supper. That's it? Okay, we're actually doing great. Cancel culture is not real, and it never works. And besides that, the idea of canceling somebody. Wait, why am I not shooting? What's happening? Do I have Ludovico on my... I think I have Ludovico. I have to have Ludovico. That sucks. That's not good for us. That ruins a lot of the synergies we had going on. I see super... Oh, that's huge. Oh my god, dude. We have... This item is so broken. We have 120 tier rate again. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna... This is my last time using this item. I'm gonna stop taking it forever past this point. It's just so funny to see this shit. Oh, we're not gonna make Hush, are we? That is a shame. That is a damn shame. We'll have to, I mean, we can go any path we want. I'm probably gonna go Darker because this run is insane. And hopefully we can maybe find a way to fight Mega Satan, although I don't want to drop the feather for that. Dude, we destroy. Everything just dies. It's not even funny anymore. But TLDR, cancel culture does not exist. The idea of canceling somebody is flawed and dumb and is illogical. And in terms of consuming an artist's art that the artist is a terrible person, do what you want. It is not your focal responsibility to police everybody's moral beliefs. And if you really have an issue with it, it's more talking about people who you're on the fence about, not necessarily people who you're like, you know, are terrible. Like if somebody like fucking Ted Bundy, yeah, don't consume that guy's art. It isn't a question of ethics. It's a question of that guy ate people. Just don't do it. Whereas in a situation like, where am I, dude? In a situation like, who was that example we used earlier? Like Brockhampton, where it was kind of just like one of those came out of left field. It's not necessarily proven true or false in any situation, and you're on the fence. It's more just about that kind of situation where I guess the only ones who know what happened are the victim and the offender, potential offender, I should say. Sorry. And outside of that, I mean, nobody knows, and it's really not your business to try to deduce what happened between a bunch of strangers, and if you have an issue with it, don't support it. But if you're on the fence, don't let that stop you from supporting somebody, because again, I mean, you not doing it or doing it isn't going to change their life forever. It's the idea of, like, whenever I respond to somebody in a comment in like a joking or rude fashion, like, my last worry is I'm gonna lose that person as a fan, because I never try to be mean. I'm always just jesting, joking, being the joker. I'm never trying to be intentionally mean. But if I come across as that, like, within trying to play to the own humor of my channel, and I lose a sub or a viewer, it sucks. But at the same time, like, it's one person who didn't really understand my entire humor versus like the thousands of you who watch all the videos and still enjoy it all, like, altogether. So like, even as small as I am, and I appreciate every single one of you individually, but if I lost one viewer permanently, it really isn't going to shake up my entire life cycle. And if a 6 million monthly listener band like Brockhampton loses fucking one of their, you know, even if they lose like 100,000 of their monthly listeners, like, they still have 590,000, or oh sorry, 5 million, like, plus more to fall back on. It makes a dent, but not a noticeable one, and not one really worth your time or effort. Why should it be up to the individual person, like, that isn't involved in whatever stuff went down, to put effort into not consuming that kind of content? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's weird. It shouldn't be a personal responsibility in that regard. Woo. Well, oh, I can't fly. Guess who's Guppy? Oh, I'm not, never mind. Guess who's not Guppy? We'll go down here. I know it's a ranty episode, but I wanted to record a second one today because I wanted to focus on the Skywalker saga when that comes out, and I wanted to have a backlog ready. But I think you all at least understand what I'm saying, and I don't have to repeat myself. If you want, like, my long-winded explanation, I just did a whole video on that, like, right now. Go back and watch it through, I guess. I'm not going to doubly explain myself. I just think cancel culture is dumb and doesn't exist. And if you think it exists, you're the kind of person that it would target for you just probably being a bad guy. And, like, I know there's the argument of, like, it's mostly political. And it is mostly political. It mostly is, like, if you don't agree with a more, I don't want to say leftist ideology, but, like, more of a left-leaning stance. If you disagree with that, you're more likely to be canceled. But I also think it's less political and more based off just a human rights thing. And if you view, like, if you get canceled for saying that, you know, you don't think that trans women are real women, you deserve to be canceled. I'll just say it. Like, it's not your business at all to say that, nor should you really care that much at all. So, I mean, you deserve it at that point in my eyes. Is that blank card? No, that's lawful though. I'll fuck around with lawful. Why not? Have some fun with it. But it is a more left-leaning ideology, although I think that people kind of confuse the idea of just, like, basic rights with political standpoints, where I think that, yes, while it is more on the left-leaning spectrum, you shouldn't tie a political side to somebody's rights. Like, that's just ridiculous. I mean, if that was the case, or if it should be the case, then, like, the Red Party wouldn't exist anymore. You know, it just wouldn't have an effect, because a lot of what conservatives believe is more traditional values that go against the LGBTQ ideology and all of that. And so if it really was, oh, we actually can fight Mega Satan, hello beautiful, did not notice that was going to be with Parasite as well. We're gonna crush this run. Please keep Sacred Orb. I think it might still proc if the hand hits us next floor in the beginning. It's huge. Okay. Please stop. Holy, that is a terrifying ass noise. But I know it is more aligned with the left ideology. Although I think it's kind of, again, a cop-out reason to why cancel culture does exist. Because I just don't think that you should tie anything to human rights. It should just be, it shouldn't even be a human rights issue. It should just be human rights. Like, I don't understand the discourse behind, like, why somebody who doesn't support trans people or gay people and claims to not care about it put so much effort into obviously caring about it online just for the amusement of Twitter replies and controversy. It's just so weird to me. It really is just so outwardly weird to me that we've somehow, especially in American society, managed to take what is somebody's identity and tie that to, or make it into a political issue. Like, are you for real? Like, the last thing that somebody wants to be known as is a playing card for a political party. I mean, come on. Come on. We can do better. I mean, I know we could do better. It's like, it's ridiculous, man. It truly, truly is. Are you guys not getting hit? There we go. All right. It's time for everybody's favorite game, Eternal or regular Satan. Oh boy, he's regular. My favorite kind. The best Satan flavor, really. Just decimated. I know I'm ranting a lot today, but like I have nothing outside of the Oscars to talk about, and I think it's an interesting topic either way. But yeah, cancel culture sucks, doesn't exist. If you're scared about being canceled, maybe just like be a better person, I guess. Like if you're innocent, you shouldn't be scared of being canceled at all. If you're an innocent guy, cancel culture should not scare you. And if it does, maybe reevaluate. That's kind of the gist of it, I feel like. All right. Keep cracked orb, please. Guys, we kept it. And it opened the door. Well, I know what we're going to do today, Ferb. I don't know what any of these things are, dude. We have, like, no HP to deal with it. I'm just going to keep going. We have 120 tier rate to fight Mega Satan with, and every other boss on this floor. So, again, we have Book of Virtues somehow? Where did that come from? Oh, wait, it's not going to be Devil Pool because we have Lawful. We don't know what it's going to be. This is going to be an interesting floor, I think. It really is. Oh, please back up. And with the Intramural Star, we're going to get tons of extra drops from duplicating rooms for extra chests. For example, you walk in here, it's an extra room to do. Did not give us a chest, but you get what I'm getting at there. Nice floating rocks, huge touch to the textures. I don't know. It was been on my mind for a while, the idea that people still think that cancel culture like exists. I can't stand by it. I can't look somebody in the eye that believes cancel culture is going to personally affect them or exist and be like, are you fucking for real, dude? Like, come on, man. I know I'm a broken record right now, but it blows my mind. This is coming from a guy who, like, and I'm not going to be shy about it. When I was, like, going into high school, when I was, like, I would say 13. Up until I was 13, I was a huge conservative. My parents were both conservatives, so that's the idea that I took. Now, when I got out of, is this a library pool? Yeah, library pool, okay. When I left, like, middle school, I found a much more leftist ideology, and I was mostly liberal. And then once that was my stats. Once I left high school, I said, fuck all of these parties. They're all bullshit and stupid. I'm just going to believe what I want to believe, and that's that. And if people have a problem with it, oh well. Again, not really personally doing anything to harm me. And it also comes to the idea you should definitely just overall be an accepting person. Not of beliefs, but more of just people's identities. Like, I'm not Christian. I'm not religious, but I understand the importance of it. I'm not going to, like, consistently... And I say it a lot in this streak, but I respect a lot of religion. I think it's an important thing in society, but I am never going to partake in it because there's a lot of fundamental flaws within the system of, especially Christianity. And I grew up Christian for nearly all of my life besides the last, like, 3 years. I was in a church school. I'm confirmed in the church. I'm baptized. All of this stuff. And so I recognize all aspects of Christianity. I even did a little bit of study in college on Christianity, and it's not a choice for me, and I think that's okay. That's part of my identity as a person, is that I'm not really into the idea of organized religion. I firmly stand against organized religion. I think that as a concept, I think the idea of believing in a God is very helpful, and I think it's good to be spiritually healthy in life, but it just isn't for me to go through and worship. Where the frick is my door gonna be? We're traveling everywhere right now. Across the goddamn land. We're almost out of books, too, I realized. Another Book of Virtues. We have 2 Book of Virtues. There's my soul heart back. I gotta stop taking Veil of Darkness. It kind of ruins the whole modded experience, doesn't it? Because now I literally can't tell what the fuck is happening in any of these rooms. Ow. Why are we in the basement now, dude? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are there doors on this side? Dude, I don't know what's going on. I'm as lost as you guys are right now. I'm just trying to rant and be entertaining, okay? Don't yell at me, please. First crowns, cracked thimble? I don't know. What do you want me to say to that? Yes? Not even a question. Not even a question. The lag is also getting... We're going to have a very laggy and slow. Now we're out of the pool. We're back to Conjoin. The Flames of Rebirth. The Binding of Isaac. Good. We can get all those items there and keep going on. Now, Knockout drops 5 luck with 120 tier rate is going to be... What's happening? What's alive? Nothing anymore. It's all dead. It's all gone forever. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna figure it out, chat. Don't you worry about a thing. Ah, guys, they're all here. But now that I'm out of steam for my commentary, make sure you like and comment to support my channel. Haha, hashtag ad. Don't touch that. It's gonna hurt you. Don't do it. This run is just going everywhere and nowhere at the same exact time. We can't see our map. We can't see, like, anything. Our items are all blind as hell. I mean, it's absurd. Oh, Curse of Blight's gone. I spoke too soon. I guess we have too many curses, and it took away our curse. That's actually so huge. It's actually so huge. Guard yourself. There you are. Where are you? There you are. Take all of it, dude. Go for Quince. Go for Flaming Baby. Go for Sulfuric Acid. Gives all your tears from effects. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a good idea for an item. I'll take that too. Now are we gonna maybe find our boss one of these days? It's just kind of a thought. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're gonna get a lot of marks in this run, but it's going to be one of the laggiest runs I've ever had to play. We haven't even died, dude. Look at our health right now. I know we have 9 lives, but still. Like, I can't imagine this. The entry mural effect should be way less for hostile rooms. It's too laggy for me right now. I did, granted, break the hell out of my run, but still. All right, let's do it. You really don't stand a chance, huh? We're gonna crash our game, actually. Parasite, don't crash me. Okay, we got the mark. All of our tears are gonna be gone now. Thank God. No victory lap. Double ending chest spawned. Amazing. We're gonna go back and try to fight Mega Satan if we can. And then after that point, the run will be over, and I will feel pretty good about it. I think we had a great run this time, and I think that we should all appreciate all of the good things that Papa Isaac has brought us today. You're right here, aren't you? All right. Gutsy baby. Let's do it. I think you're eternal because the arena looks different. No, you're not. Well... Either way, you're going to be dead. If our game crashes, I'm going to end the recording there. And Jesus Christ, look at this. How is anyone supposed to play the game in this capacity? This is like a 3 frame per second experience here. When our tier just touches an enemy, all hell breaks loose. Whee! There we go. Goodbye again. Are we gonna fight Delirium on this run? We could potentially get like a lot of marks in one sitting. Everything just dies, man. It's not even funny anymore. We might be one of the next ones to die. Oh, because number 2 is planting bombs at our feet. Bye-bye. All right, angel time. 1 down. 1 to go. Careful. All right. That sound is horrid. Time for phase 2. Right up front and center and take a drink of your water and sit back. All right. YouTube Shorts, here we come. How's your day been, guys? Having a good week? He's almost dead already. This is a quick one. You can't do much about that, can you? You can't do much about that. Void portal now? Oh my god, I'm doing it. Fuck it. We have to, dude. We have to. Ay, ay, ay. It's 3:40 p.m. on a Wednesday. I'm just gonna go straight to him. I'm not gonna deviate. Quince is gone. Salsa's gone. Champion Bell's gone. We lost 3 items. All right, cool. I mean, how are we supposed to lose, though, is my question. Like, in a run like this, is there even a chance you can throw it? I think the answer is no. I think it's one of these runs that you could not lose if you tried. Now, granted, we do only have 3 HP, and I'd love to see a way to get rid of my broken hearts, but I'm not going to fret too much. Jesus Christ. Even after the anti-lag happens, like the program goes into effect, our game is still freezing up. It's why I can't take this cursed flame. That's why I can't do it. We don't even have 120 tier rate. We have a regular amount of 15. You guys hearing that shit? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to give a seizure warning, I think, on this episode. Okay, you are not delirium. You are a regular bloat. We do have lawful, though, which means this floor's item pool is going to be shop pool. All right. Again, not my favorite, but we'll mess with it. Is this delirium up here? No, it's not. Double wrong way. Double wrong way. Double boss fight, though. That's pretty nice to see. And they're both already dead. I'll put a seizure warning on this one, I think. I think I'll have to. Battery. Double the battery. And buddy in a box. All right. Yeah. We can go fight our boss again for extra items. Hey, Mama Gertie. We pushed her off the screen, dude. What are you even supposed to do on a run like this? Inverter. Nope. Moving box. Nope. I'm gonna pop this again. Oh, we aren't breaking the tier cap anymore. I think his Curse of Blight is gone. We can no longer break the... So we have like a normal actual run fighting Delirium again. Dude. Okay, it's not really normal. It's not really normal. That's the thing, though. Double? Oh, just items. A smelter? Sure. I thought it was a passage to the other realm. It was not. It's fine, man. I mean, I'm out of steam for talking. I just want to find this boss and make some dinner and relax. Watch some Walking Dead. Bob's your freaking uncle, baby. I kind of want to get... Oh, no, we're back at 120. Don't give it to him. We're back at 120. I lied to you guys. We're back at 120. I don't know what caused it, but we're back. And now we're going to just destroy everything. That's okay. That's okay. Also, I wanted to say one last thing if you're still watching. Don't even try to start like a political argument in the comments. I mean, you're in a like this is the thing, is like I'm a 19-year-old kid. I don't know shit. And I bet neither do you. And you just acknowledge the fact that we're both idiots and then move on with your life. Like you cannot justify getting in an argument with a 20-year-old gaming channel. It'd be very hard to justify that, I think. If you want to try, I mean, go ahead, but it's not going to get you anywhere in life. Argument, the arguments are fun, I'll admit, but it doesn't serve any purpose but just make everybody mad. It's not even you? Ugh. Everywhere I go. We're getting double items, or I guess sextuple items this time. I'm just pushing you around, aren't I? How has our game not crashed? You guys seeing this shit? For you. Yo, double hand-me-downs for this floor. Better go to Void next run. I don't care about that. Alright. He's gotta be... I think he's middle right, actually. I think Delirium is actually alt-right, guys. I gotta say it. I'm gonna cancel him on Twitter. Because that's gonna do anything. Fun topics today, but still, like... It does anger me that people think that cancel culture does anything. And that, like, Twitter justice is going to account for anything in the real world. Like, come on. It's not going to do anything. I wish it would, to be honest. I wish it would with certain individuals, but it's not going to do anything. I think, like, if you can have somebody who is as popular as Joe Rogan, but consistently spread tons of harmful misinformation, be that big of a public figure, there he is. It's not going to do anything. Oh, we got to fight. Wait, is he going to spawn an ending chest? Hold on. No way. A deliriumless delirium fight? It didn't spawn one. Ah, no. She must have patched the bug that I found last time with the item. Ah, it's fine. Ugh. Asshole. Watch you're stomping that thing. Okay, we're not gonna fight through this one. Jesus. I'm nervous for us, man. The game is running at like a frame a second. I'm real nervous. He's gotten 2 stomps off in the last like minute. Oh, there's the boy himself. Let's push him along. Escorting Delirium away. Sir? I saw a Soul of Azazel in there. Do I dare? I think I dare. If I can make it. Dude, we are crashing. How are we not crashing the game? I mean, seriously, man. There we go, it worked. Well, that's the run. 2 Eternal Delirium victories back to back. I mean, what can you say, man? What can you say? Well, if you enjoyed that run and my commentary, a like and a comment goes a long way for a small channel like mine. That was Tainted Job. In the meantime, though, I have been BD1P. Peace out and goodbye.